Russia's war on Ukraine has created fears of a global food crisis. The two countries supply a third of the world's wheat and are major exporters of barley, corn, and sunflower oil. Fighting has disrupted exports, and that's led to record prices on international markets. The cost of wheat is at its highest level in 14 years. Corn is at a 9-year high. Ukraine's ports stopped working when Russia began its invasion last week. This means grain stocks from both countries aren't reaching their main markets in the Middle East and Africa.
Wheat prices surged nearly 40% this month, hitting their highest level in 14 years on Thursday, a result of the escalating conflict between major exporters Russia and Ukraine, who are responsible for 30% of global wheat supply. The prices of cereal and bread will likely rise, though the impact might not be felt right away, since consumer prices usually lag behind commodity prices, which are contracted in advance. However, the high prices and wheat shortages will likely be felt in many countries, as Russia and Ukraine are particularly important suppliers to the Middle East, North Africa, and Asia.
Oh, Christian, businesses are noticing a number of products costing more, especially wheat. Now, we spoke to the owner here at Bagel Cafe. This is near Buffalo and Summerlin Parkway. We spoke to the owner, and he tells us he's trying to navigate these costs while keeping prices down.
A 50-pound bag, we used to get it $16, $17, now it's up to $21.
Bagel Cafe is a restaurant, deli, and bakery. They go through a lot of flour to make all of these items. Owner Savas Andrews says while his product is from the U.S., he knows more countries are going to be wanting that same product now because less is being produced in Europe.
Every day, me and my managers were scrambling around just to check, pricing. It's like a fine line. How much do you charge before they stop coming in? Especially now with the fuel prices, people are going to be watching their budgets.
The American Bakers Association says wheat prices are up 11% since January and are expected to go up even more.
Sister Betty, we're at our house trying to help her with her garden. This is a nice bunch of cilantro. I'm gonna separate it because it's very good for pest control, and plant it several places in the garden. It'll give it more room to branch out as well. Turnip green. It has a baby carrot in it, so you just pour it out. No, don't pull. Hold the lever, turn it over, and then squeeze the bottom. Okay. Just put it in. So you have two in one. You have the turnip greens and a carrot.
Oh, together?
Yeah, this is a carrot.
Oh, wow.
And then this is the turnip. You can eat the greens. I'm just going to remove the ones that dented. These broken transit. You can eat the greens, or you can wait until the turnip forms. And harvest it like that. These are radishes. They pulled them out yesterday. So we're gonna go a little bit in. I'll plant some, and then you can plant some.
Oh, some radish.
Yes. So we're gonna just
in the middle.
In the middle. Basically, just push the root in a little bit, not too deep, one at a time. We're gonna separate them.
Oh, okay.
So if you can find the root, and then just push the root in. It's a good experience starting your garden now, so that when you move to the country, you'll have some experience. No. Radish don't really need a whole lot of space. These are the fastest of any growing veggies.
And they don't need deep work.
No.
These are the red little radish.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a bunching onion, so you can take it out of the pot and plant it just like that. Right here. Scallion.
Oh, okay.
What is that?
It's a Mizuna mustard. planting the lettuce a few days ago. We have another carrot right here. That's a carrot.
And
So with this one,
we have
just
one at a time.
squeeze the bottom and you grab one. And these are all leaf lettuce, so you don't have to wait for it to form a head for you to be able to harvest.
Too much space between?
Yes. We're gonna save a row right here to plant some seeds. Lettuce, you harvest them quickly, so you want to have a good amount. So we start out with some plants and then we continue with some seeds. Since we planted lettuce right here, we're gonna save about that much space to add in lettuce, more lettuce right here. And these are garlic. Started these garlic about 2 weeks ago, and you can already see that they're nice and they have a lot of roots. Garlic is probably one of the easiest things to plant because you just separate the garlic clove, you stick it in the ground just so that the top is barely showing, and within a few days it has a lot of roots. And garlic needs a long growing season, so it's always best to start them in the fall or in the winter.
So how many months to altogether?
9 months for garlic.
Garlic also give you a different property to help you out in the garden.
Yes, it's very good in terms of when you have burrowing insects. So, or, you know, animals. It's a very good pest repellent. We have a Scotch curled kale. Many people's favorite type of kale. This is the kale you mostly
green
find.
one?
Yes, you mostly find these
the
in the
store?
garden or in the store in your people's kitchen. We're gonna put one right there. These are the centerpiece for your garden because they look so pretty.
Not too deep. Is it good?
That's good. Okay.
Alright, that's more garlic.
More garlic. Yes. It's a curl kale. This.
Oh, you need the sign.
Yeah, just so you identify what it is. This is another type of kale, but this is the red Russian kale.
Okay.
And I think we started this one about a month ago. We started
do
the
you
red
plant
Russian
that?
kale. We started it from seeds.
Okay.
You don't really find this variety at the store, so you'd have to purchase the seeds.
Okay.
So we're gonna put just in line. One there, one here, one there, one here. This was a part of my my, what do you call it when you sprout seeds? Sprouting mix. And I separated them and I decided to plant them instead of letting them just using the sprouts. You can separate this one.
Put it there.
One right there, one right there.
Okay.
You gotta separate that one.
Oh, it's two. That one is two.
Oh, that one is two? Okay.
Yes.
You might want to show her.
So you hold, right, just gently so you don't damage too much of the roots.
So what happens if you plant one by the two together?
One will,
Die?
it won't die, but it won't be as strong as the other.
Okay.
It won't be as productive either.
Yeah, both will be competing for nutrients. And you always, if you go to purchase plants, you always want to select the best of the bunch. So that's a baby there. We have romaine lettuce. These are the green romaine. It's two of them, so we're gonna separate it, and then not a whole lot of space because they just grow up. Down the middle, so you have a good amount of roots.
Yeah.
Can remove the lower leaves and just bury them. They'll add nutrients to the soil. The collard greens need a good amount of space. We're gonna put one there,
One here.
one here. So we're gonna put about 2.
Are we splitting them also?
Yes, if they're, most of them are single. I think just one of them is 2.
Okay.
So if it's doubled up, we'll split them. Actually, no, they're all single.
Okay.
This is your first, well, this is not your first time gardening.
First time.
It is? How do you feel?
Good.
Okay. Because you're looking forward to moving to the country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you need experience.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Next, we have some cabbage. These are big leaf cabbage, so we're gonna give them just as much space
Yeah.
as the collards. Here we have some baby beetroot. Oh, looks nice. We're gonna separate these gently as possible. Ideally, you would want to plant beets directly in the soil.
They don't need that much room. Space?
Not really. No, not for the beets.
Is this good?
Yes. Just make sure that the root of it is completely buried.
Covered.
And these are callaloo.
We're gonna split it.
Yes. Do you like callaloo?
Yeah, that was the first time I ate it when I got it from you.
The Haitians call callaloo okra, right?
Yeah, okra is a kalalo. How much space between those?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
And then you have to cut them often.
Okay. So I'm gonna cut the other one
Yes.
so they can start growing back.
Well, thank you for joining us on Seed Time and Harvest. Bye. Happy planting. Take care.